Have you been fortunate enough to enjoy financial success? Are the rewards of your success being threatened by a divorce? There are actions that you can take to minimize the consequences from your divorce. What should you do? First, seek legal representation from a skilled attorney with experience in high asset divorces. There are several considerations and options unique to high asset divorces that do not exist in other divorces. Experience is crucial. It is likely that your lawyer will want to meet with you and your financial advisors, accountants, and other specialists who can help you analyze your financial situation. This analysis will result in options that can preserve your assets and minimize the alimony that you will pay. 2. Next, you must gather comprehensive financial information, including tax returns, bank statements, investment accounts, real estate records, business valuations, and other assets owned by both parties. These assets should be entered into a spreadsheet and categorized. Assets acquired during the marriage are likely to be treated differently than assets acquired by gift, inheritance, or those assets brought into the marriage. Looking at the assets by category provides a clearer opportunity to assess the threat from divorce. 3. Once the assets are categorized, you will assess and value each of the assets. For example, some assets may be real property. Other assets will have significant tax liability associated with them, and other assets may have value but may be beyond the reach of your spouse. Accurate assessment of your assets is critical in developing a divorce asset division strategy. 4. You should consider mediation or collaborative divorce. These alternative dispute resolution methods can help maintain privacy and control over the process while minimizing costs and emotional stress. 5. Protect your privacy and confidentiality. High asset divorces can attract media attention. Consider using confidentiality agreements or seeking sealed court records to protect sensitive information. 6. In addition to assessing your assets, it is equally important to assess your liabilities. If you have any debts, it is probably best to satisfy that debt. A lot of care must be taken when making these decisions. It is very easy to create suspicion, and your integrity going into a high asset divorce is critical. Joint debts can be a significant concern in a high asset divorce. Make certain that you are aware of any debt your spouse contracts as you prepare for divorce. 7. Do not dissipate your assets. Do not spend assets so that you can avoid dividing them in divorce. It is important that you do not change your spending habits. Do not buy lavish gifts for third parties. Do not spend more on vacations and luxury purchases than you are accustomed to. A change in behavior always causes suspicion. You do not want the court to have negative suspicion against you in trial should your spouse attempt to accuse you of hiding or dissipating assets. Here's what not to do. 1. Do not attempt to hide or undervalue assets. Doing so can have severe consequences. Your integrity must be impeccable heading into trial. Remember, many judges have a Robin Hood complex. They love taking from the rich and giving it to your spouse. Allowing doubt to your integrity is likely to result in negative treatment from the court. Full financial disclosure is required during divorce proceedings. 2. When somebody, especially your spouse, becomes the person who wants to take away the assets that you built during your marriage, it is emotionally draining and straining. You must remain rational and calm, especially when interacting with your spouse or making financial decisions. This is a good time to run your decisions through the professionals in your life who you trust, like your financial advisor, your attorney, or your accountant. You need an objective understanding of the implications that your decisions may have. 3. Consider putting together a trust and estate plan. Delaying financial planning during the divorce can result in missed opportunities and financial losses. 4. Do not discuss the details of the divorce or financial matters with friends, family, or especially on social media, as it could impact your case. 5. Do not disregard legal advice. Always listen to the advice of your legal and financial experts. Making decisions without professional guidance can be detrimental. 6. Do not liquidate assets impulsively. Selling assets hastily to gain quick cash might lead to significant financial losses. Even more importantly, it can call your motive into question. Consider the long-term implications before making decisions about asset liquidation. 7. Avoid engaging in vengeful actions. Seeking revenge or using the divorce process as a means to harm your spouse is counterproductive and can escalate conflicts. Remember, each and every divorce is unique. The best approach will depend on your specific circumstances.